Hello. Let's see. Well, hello, everybody. It's been a couple weeks. I've been MIA. My baby got sick from going to daycare. I had my wisdom teeth pulled out. And I don't know if you guys have heard, if you are an adult, you heal slower. So I am still puffy. I still have some pain, but it's okay. I'm going to get on here and talk about acid reflux anyway. I miss interacting with you guys. So I won't be on here long. I won't hold you long. So I do appreciate you for joining. And just a slight introduction for those who don't know me. I am Valia Sutton, a board certified family nurse practitioner. And I created, formerly known as Your Neighborhood NP, which is now Your Friendly NP. I created this as a platform to educate you guys on some basic healthcare information, things that you should know, things that your provider may not have talked to you about that you're interested in. So, of course, feel free to always connect with me. And our website and email, it's going across the screen. You should be able to see it across the screen. And so I created this so that I can just come out here and let you guys know what I know, just in a way that you understand it and not over your head. So welcome, and I appreciate the new followers. I do have a couple different platforms. I'm trying to work on Instagram, so bear with me with that. But I do have a Facebook page. I don't know which platform you guys are watching this from, but my Facebook page is for men and women. But my Facebook group, you do have to, that is for ladies only. And you please answer each question. I definitely need emails. So please answer all questions to actually be accepted into the group. So, and it's Your Friendly NP, and also YouTube. So once this is done, it will post straight to YouTube. So if you know someone that you want to share the information that we discuss, then please, by all means, let them know about this platform. Like I said, it's been a couple weeks. I have been MIA, but I had to take care of me. So excuse the gym hair. That's another thing I just started doing. I just started going back to the gym. I feel great. So I know that's something I've kind of been talking about too, just a healthier you know. So I am real. I am relatable with you, all of you. I just started going to the gym. So no, I'm not going to stand here and tell you to lose weight. Like that's just me. So good. Yes, we all need to work on ourselves. We all need to prioritize our health, and so that's why I'm just here encouraging all of you, including myself, to just get back out there and just do right, you know. So we can go ahead and get started. Of course, feel free to ask any questions in the comment section. I'll do my best to kind of address them as they show up. But I just wanted to hop on because acid reflux is something that I'm pretty sure everybody deals with, whether it's something consistent every day or just random. But I just wanted you guys to be aware kind of what it is. Some people eat foods that they don't even really realize it's causing the acid reflux. So I just want to kind of make those things just bring that to your attention. So basically, acid reflux, some people, I mean, you could probably heard the name GERD, indigestion. You can interchange that as well. But pretty much it's when when you eat food and it kind of goes down here and you start feeling a burn, if you will. That's how a lot of people can kind of relate to that. It is a burn. Some people have excessive belching or burping. Some have nausea with it. And like, you know, kind of once you eat or while you're eating, you're just feeling that sensation there. That is what we chalk up to be acid reflux, if you will. So what I just wanted to really make you guys aware of is what happens is once you eat and there's a little sphincter at the top of the stomach. So also like a little valve, if you will. And it over time with certain foods does not constrict or contract. So like once the food kind of goes down, its goal is it's supposed to close. So the food doesn't, the acid from the food or in the stomach doesn't go back up into the throat area. However, with acid reflux, it's really relaxed. And sometimes the foods or things that we drink cause it to stay relaxed, which is why once people eat certain things, you feel the food kind of drifting up. That's why they encourage you to, once you finish eating, you have to sit up. You need to sit up 30 to 45 minutes after you eat so that the food can go down and digest and continue to digest and not go up. People with severe acid reflux actually need to sleep elevated in the bed about 45 degrees to ensure that the acid doesn't continue to travel up. Now, over time, they have related this to Barrett's esophagus. I don't know if anybody's heard that, but they were stating that the once the acid kind of continues to eat up the throat, if you will, the tissue in your throat, it can lead to cancer. Now, there's really not a whole lot of studies out there to show exactly how long that takes, but what we just encourage is if you're dealing with acid reflux, go ahead and get it fixed and manage it well. So I'm just going to talk about a few of the foods that we eat. Most people eat this every day. Myself, included. But coffee is I know a lot of people drink coffee, but coffee is something that causes worsening acid reflux. Chocolate, if you're somebody that enjoys chocolate, that's another thing. Your alcoholic beverages, wine, liquor, whatever you drink, that is something too that can cause worsening acid reflux. Citrusy fruits, your oranges, grapefruit, those things you're full of acid. So those can cause you to worsen. Let me see what else I mean. Oh, mints. So something I didn't realize is you're a big gum chewer or someone who just likes to suck on mints all the time. They're just not good if you're someone that suffers from acid reflux issues. Spicy foods. And let me see what else I have. I talked about the grapefruit and the coffee, but those are going to be your major foods and drinks that can lead to worsening acid reflux. So what I would recommend if you are someone that deals with acid reflux, you can cut back these things. Of course, we're human, so as far as eliminating these things completely out of your diet may not be an option for some, especially people who like coffee. But you can minimize. If you drink coffee every day, try to back it up. Also, you can, like with foods, just eating smaller meals throughout the day. So just not having so much at one time. Another thing I failed to mention was tomato sauce. A lot of people don't realize, like pizza, spaghetti, tomato sauce is a killer for acid reflux. Okay, so that's limit that if you can, for sure. But those who are dealing with acid reflux, just say randomly, say you may get it once or twice a week. You can purchase some Tums over the counter. Tums typically help patients with the acid reflux within a few minutes. Again, this platform is not to diagnose or treat anybody. Of course, you need to see a healthcare provider or ask questions specifically to them if you have something going on. I'm just out here just trying to share some knowledge. So please don't go run into the CVS saying, that lady said I had acid reflux, because that is not the case. But if your symptoms line up and you're not 100% sure, then follow up with your healthcare provider. With that being said, Tums are just as needed. Tums should not be taken daily. If you're getting in a position where you're taking Tums more than one time a day, every day, then you may need to move up to a medication to actually prevent the reflux from happening. So like you probably heard of Pepcid. Zantac was recalled. I don't really know all the pharmaceutical scoop about that, but Pepcid is still over the counter now. And that is something you can take daily for a few days. It is not recommended long term. Once you're done with the Pepcid, you've tried Pepcid and you're like, hey, I'm still having these issues, then definitely reach out to your provider, because there are medications that are a step up from your over-the-counter meds that can help with the acid reflux to control that. But medicine is not magic, y'all. So you have to do the work. If you're eating something and you know that it's something that's irritating the acid reflux, then you have to cut that out. Bottom line, we just can't lean on medicine completely to help heal us, if you will. So just be very, very cautious with everything that I've talked about. This, you can replay this later, but those are the main foods that a lot of people eat all the time. Of course, there's probably more foods out there that irritate you, but you'll know what irritates you. You know what makes you sick after you eat it. Just be careful with those things, despite how good they are. Be careful. Be careful with that, because of course something that's doing damage long term isn't good. So we don't want to keep burning up the lining in our esophagus and our throats over time, because we want to enjoy pizza and wine and coffee all the time. So just be very careful and be mindful that doing too much of something that isn't right does have consequences. So I'm going to look over to my questions. Do you guys have any specific questions? Give me one second. Okay, so So unfortunately, I cannot see your names. It just says Facebook user. So I apologize. But this person says, so there's no coffee I can drink. Is there a roast that's worse than others? So because of the caffeine content, that's really the biggest deal with it. It's the caffeine in it, not necessarily like decaf may be better, but I'm sure you probably drink it. I drink it for some energy, and so unfortunately, it's really not a whole lot you can't really avoid if if I'm trying to word it right. Coffee really isn't something unless you cut it out or limit it. Like I said, if you're a drinker every morning, then cut back. And then you may be someone that could potentially get on something daily to help with that acid reflux if it's something that's bothering you and coffee isn't something you can cut out at this moment. And I know over time you have to kind of work on those things, but unfortunately it's the caffeine in the coffee more so than the coffee, if that makes sense. Next person said exactly why I don't food with pizza. Right. But pizza is so good, y'all, especially Marco's. Marco's pizza is good. If y'all, Marco's pizza and wings, try it. You won't regret it. Nexium. Yes. Nexium is one of those meds, the big dogs. So we start with Pepsi and then we do move up to Nexium. Gaviscol. I'm not familiar with that. I think they're probably trying to tell me a medication. All right, let's see. Okay, next person says, my hunger pains come up in my throat. Is that acid? So yes, that could be your stomach. I mean, your stomach has these acidic contents in it. And so yes, your stomach could potentially have the acid rolling back up through the throat. If you haven't eaten anything, that could definitely be acid. Yes. Let me see. All right. Does anybody else have any other comments or questions? All right. Well, I hope you guys get your acid reflux under control or share this with somebody. Again, we're human, so a lot of things that we just want to eliminate completely may take time, but just do understand that you have the power to work on that and you can cut back first, then try to work on elimination. But just know acid reflux is something that it just happens. I mean, it does happen to all of us, but kind of know how to manage it. Again, Tums as needed. You can't take Tums every day. And then you can move up to your Pepcid. And then if you need anything more than Pepcid, then it's time to go see your primary care doctor. Now, people who suffer from acid reflux, just from if they're eating healthy and they're doing well and they still have issues, sometimes it warrants an EGD where they go in and take a scope, but your primary care has to order this, but they go in and take a scope to make sure that there's no ulcers or anything going on in the throat or the stomach. So there are further testing that may be needed to confirm or deny any diagnosis, but for just daily management, just be mindful of what you're eating and drinking. Okay. Plenty of water is always key. 64 ounces at minimum. They tell you to try to drink half your body weight. So let's see. Uh-oh. Okay. So someone asked, what's the difference between acid reflux and GERD? GERD is just the big medical name. Okay. So GERD is just the reflux disease. Gastroenterologist reflux disease versus acid reflux. Any other questions or comments? And I'm jacking up GERD. Gastroesophageal reflux disease. I'm jacking up names for y'all. But no, there's no difference. Okay. I'll give y'all another second or two. Was this helpful? I kind of like feedback, so y'all just shoot me a little yes or no or maybe. Someone said thank you, so I'm assuming yes. Awesome. Great. Perfect. Okay. Well, stay tuned next Monday. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll post it. I promise. If you guys have again any additional questions, not any diagnosing questions, I can't really do that for legal reasons because this is just a friendly platform. So if you have any questions, please email me or connect with me, and I will see you guys next week. Y'all have a good one.